Abhishek, there's some more input coming in. We have a reaction coming in from the Dalai Lama. Let's listen in to what he has to say, because we believe this reaction has come in on China. He has sent out a reaction. As far as we are learning, this is a reaction coming in on China. The Dalai Lama, remember, is all set to visit Ladakh tomorrow, and whether it is Ladakh or Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, let's listen into
some program in Ladakh. So I thought from here, now from here tomorrow, supposed to say go to Ladakh, but I don't know. Rain, weather, not cooperate.
But China is objecting your visit, na?
Oh.
Objecting your visit. China is objecting your visit.
That's the usual. The Chinese, not Chinese people. Some Chinese hardliner, they consider me splittist and reactionary, so always criticize me. But now more and more Chinese now realize Dalai Lama not seeking independence, but within China, within People's Republic of China, meaningful autonomy and Tibetan Buddhist culture preserved. Now this respect, now more and more Chinese now really showing interest about Tibetan Buddhism. They realize, some of the Chinese scholars, they realize Tibetan Buddhism is truly a Nalanda tradition and a very scientific religion. So now things are changing.
Sir, Sri Lanka is also burning. Sri Lanka is also burning. What you have to say?
What?
There is Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka Sri Lanka Sri Lanka
Oh, Sri Lanka. Sorry, as a Buddhist country, a lot of trouble.
Sir, what about the China? They are making claims on Ladakh also. Some parts of Ladakh, they are saying that that is their part.
Give me this
That
I don't know. I don't know.
Sir, what message you want to convey to the world regarding the peace and everything?
My main message.
We just heard the Dalai Lama over there looking seemingly unaffected by what China has to say about this visit to Ladakh. For more details, let's quickly go back to Abhishek Jha, who joins me live. Abhishek, we just heard what the Dalai Lama has to say. He's also talking about how the ideologies of the Chinese people themselves are a sharp contrast when compared to the ruling dispensation of Xi Jinping in China, because he says that the people of China, of course, are acknowledging the issue of Tibetan freedom. Also, they are acknowledging Tibetan Buddhism itself.
So, of course, this is one of the rare occasions when Dalai Lama has spoken on the controversy surrounding India, China, and Tibetan. Today, he has also, like after media people asked him about this whole controversy that he visiting Ladakh may happen, he said that the world cannot be dictated by China. There are sentiments that India has. There are people in Tibet who have, and China has always treated Dalai Lama as a secessionist or a person who is involved in anti-China activity. But in his normal, calmer and pacified demeanor that Dalai Lama always has, he addressed while laughing and telling people all that he's been feeling. He said that not all Chinese people have this sentiment against Dalai Lama. In fact, there are a hardliner section of China, people in China who believe in Dalai Lama as an anti-China personality. But majority of people in China now realize that Dalai Lama has been demanding autonomy to protect rich culture of Buddhism. Things are now changing. So in a way, he has also clearly stated the purpose that Tibetan refugees have in India, that they want an autonomy from Chinese government. And Dalai Lama himself has highlighted these sentiments today. He said that he is going to he is trying to protect that. He's trying to protect that Buddhist culture. He's trying to protect every cultural heritage that Buddhists have had in Tibet. And now we know that Tibet has been occupied by China for a very long time. So still these people who have been living in India as refugees, they want to go back to Tibet someday, and they want to reclaim the past and the heritage of Buddhism that they always have had.
Abhishek, Ridhima this side. So just for a recap for our viewers, the big story that we are tracking is the Dalai Lama has embarked on a 2-day visit. This will be to Jammu and Kashmir as well as Ladakh, which will mark his first official tour outside his base in Dharamshala since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. As we've been pointing out, this is also crucial because it comes just days before the 16th round of Corps Commander level meetings between India and China. Abhishek, first, just for the benefit of our viewers, talk to us about the significance of this 2-day visit itself.
Of course, this has a lot of significance, especially in the wake of India-China border row that we have seen, because the kind of crisis that has happened between Ladakh and Chinese border, and the aggressive Chinese military had come on the Indians, had fought with the Indian soldiers there, where we have had 20 casualties and Chinese side also had a big casualty. And ever since that Galwan clash in June 2020, there has been a downslide in India-China relationship. If we talk about strategic relationship or the normal people-to-people connect, there has always been this. Now a person like Dalai Lama, which China considers as an anti-China activist, if he travels to that region which is bordering China, it is surely going to ache China and Chinese authorities, and we can expect some reaction from Chinese government on this visit of Dalai Lama when he's going to visit on 15th.
Abhishek, I'll just request you to stay on with us. We also have senior fellow ORF, Sushant Sareen, also now joining us on the broadcast. Sushant, good to have you on the broadcast with us. I want to speak to you specifically as far as what this means in a larger sense. We've just heard from the Dalai Lama in his usual calm demeanor saying we want autonomy as far as Tibet is concerned. The backdrop is for all of us to see the standoff still continues as far as the line of actual control is concerned. And just days before the 16th round of Corps Commander level talks happen once again. Well, how do you see this visit of the Dalai Lama and the significance?
Look, I think as far as the Dalai Lama is concerned, his position remains what it has been for many years now. That they're seeking greater autonomy within China. So there's no real change in that. I think the real change which one sees is probably in the Indian approach as far as His Holiness the Dalai Lama is concerned. Even the Modi government in the initial years, I was slightly, diffident in terms of its engagement with the Dalai Lama. That has gone. And, the Prime Minister wishing the Dalai Lama on his birthday, giving the permission to the Dalai Lama to travel to Ladakh at a time when you are still in a standoff situation with China. I think it's very clear messaging to China that yes, while we are ready to engage with you, we will, have a dialogue with you. We will try and resolve matters to the extent it is possible peacefully. But if you think that, we are some kind of supplicants coming to you, you've got another thought coming. We are not going to kowtow to any instructions or demands which you make thinking you are some kind of a goddamn middle kingdom who can order around all the countries around. Sorry, that's not going to go down well as far as we are concerned. So I think there is a kind of messaging and signaling to China. The question is, how do the Chinese respond after this? Do they understand Indian sensitivities and then start backing down a bit? Or do they up the ante with India? We'll have to wait and see on the Chinese reaction. It is quite possible that they might make a pro forma kind of an opposition to the Dalai Lama's visit, which is pretty standard as His Holiness himself said.